Hello, and welcome to Georgia Divorce and Family Law TV. I'm your host, Nedra Howard, and I'll be discussing the many issues involved in divorce and family law cases. I'm with Nedra K Howard PC, a law firm where families matter. If you are looking to choose your attorney, you want to know, how do I choose the right family law attorney? And it makes a big difference in the outcomes of your case and in how you feel about the outcome of your case. So the first thing people usually do is they get referrals from their friends or their family or other attorneys that aren't family law attorneys, or maybe they do research online. And then it's pretty important to meet with that attorney either by phone or in person. Face-to-face usually is better. You can see body language, mannerism, facial expressions. You might just get more out of a face-to-face meeting than on the phone, but if on the phone is all you can do, that's what you have to do. And so when you go in to meet with the attorney, it's a chance for you to meet the attorney and the attorney to meet you. So there are lots of questions that you should ask. First is kind of how they approach the case. You know, are they very, very super aggressive? Do they want to lay back and figure out what kind of things happen? Do they tell you what the process is, or do they want you to just do what they say when they tell you to do it? You have to find an approach that's comfortable for you. Ask about their methods of communication. Do they only want to talk to you by email? Do they only want you to talk to their staff? Will they call you back within a certain period of time? Is text messaging something that they're willing to do? A lot of attorneys aren't willing to do that in family law cases because they need to have a family and work balance for themselves. But maybe they will. You need to ask about their fees and see if that will fit with your budget. Will they do only all money up front? Will they do a payment plan? If they do a payment plan, how do they do that? And, you know, sit down and think about your budget. Ask them if they have any idea how much it's going to cost in the end, what their normal cases cost. Sometimes they can tell you, sometimes they can't. It just depends on your situation. You need to make sure that a significant portion of their practice is family law. Family law is different from criminal law or personal injury law or business law. So you need to find somebody that really knows about family law. You need to make sure that they practice in the courts that you're going to be in. It's pretty important for you to know how the judges in that court or that circuit fall when it comes to custody or child support or dividing up assets and debts or alimony. And those are things that an attorney will know if they're sitting in that courtroom or practicing in that courtroom a lot. Make sure that if you have an issue with a particular document, that you bring that document with you to the consultation, so that if the attorney doesn't understand exactly what you're asking, you have something to show them. And a lot of people will come in and ask, what's your win record? And those aren't really appropriate or applicable in family law cases because at the end of the day, really, nobody wins in those situations because you're dealing with dividing up families and those kinds of things. So a win record, you have to define what your win is. If your win is, I just want 50-50 custody with my child, you know, that's going to be a personal thing for you. You need to understand that all attorneys are different. So you need to approach this as if you were finding a doctor or a preacher. You need to find somebody that you trust, one that you feel like has your back, and one that you understand, because you can hire the smartest attorney in the county, and if you don't understand what they're telling you, it doesn't do you any good, and it really doesn't do the attorney any good either. And it's a trust relationship, so you have to make sure that the relationship is right. And then if you decide that you're going to retain an attorney, make sure you understand everything in the engagement letter or the contract, because that's how the relationship will play out. So make sure you understand everything. If you have questions, ask them. I hope this helped if you need to choose a family law attorney. If it did help, I ask that you hit the like button. If you want more information, please hit the subscribe button. And if you think this will help someone else, please share it. I'm Nedra Howard with Nedra K Howard PC, a law firm where families matter.